Hey guys, I'm Lee from Lee Likes Music, the place to share, explore, and learn about rock music from Bandcamp. And today we're going to take a look at EP2. It is the second EP, as the title suggests, by a band called Slow Pulp. So that's coming up. So Slow Pulp is an indie psychedelic shoegaze band from Wisconsin in the US. According to their Bandcamp account, they describe themselves as a band that delivers pure and palatable pop rock. And yeah, that is basically what it says. There's really not that much about them to find on the internet. The reason why I'm doing this review of this band in the first place is because they released this EP, first of all, not so long ago, and second of all, because I love how they mix their lo-fi, noisy, psychedelic style with pop rock. I just love how these styles are kind of intervening on this EP. They have a lot of similarities to other bands and artists such as My Bloody Valentine, Sleigh Bells, Mac DeMarco, and even the surf band, which is called Wavves. I don't know if you've heard about these artists, you've probably heard about some of them, but yeah, they have a lot of similarities to these bands and artists, but at the same time they manage to blend all of these similarities, all of these styles together, and from that they manage to create something that is quite unique as well. They're very talented at creating and crafting melodies that kind of stick to you during the first few listens, and that's very good. It is a talent, it is a factor that raises the quality bar of this EP, of their music, to a completely new level. So yeah, very happy to discover this band, this EP in the first place. Now let's get into the actual EP here. It consists of 6 tracks. It has a total runtime of 16 minutes. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's vibrate. The first track that I really liked a lot is actually the first track off of the album, which is called Brett Favre. Favre, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but it's basically a track that is named after a famous American football player. He's a football quarterback. Yeah, I did my research here, okay? And the fact that it is named after an American football player actually makes a lot of sense. There's some context here because in the background of the first track, there's this commentator which is kind of screaming over this football game. He is commenting a football game, and it is very epic, it is very intense, and it creates this amazing mood, this amazing start and introduction to the album where you are basically pounded in the face with a lot of intensity, a lot of noise, and yeah, I like it a lot. During this track, you can hear this very epic finger playing that creates this lofty and very epic listening experience. And then this calm finger playing on the guitar eventually erupts into something very distorted, a very heavy riff. It is a very big contrast to the previous passage. It's a great first track, simply because it gets you into an attentive listening mode. It's like, whoa, I just heard this and now I have to listen more to the band because this track was really epic, and it just shoves you into your thinking mind. And in this case, with thinking about music and with enjoying music, that is a very, very good trait of a song. So yeah, the first track, Brett Favre, I'll give this one an 8 out of 10. After the first track, we get to the second one, which is called Bundt Cakes. Instantly, from the speakers or from the headphones, I hear something that is very, very similar to something surf rock inspired. There's a firm beat and melody going on in the verse, and there's also these loops of small alterations after the verses, which adds a little bit of versatility to the song. From the calm and driving verses and instrumental transitions, it also ebbs into these passages that are a lot more heavy. A thing that I really want to just highlight here, and it's something that you can't miss if you're listening to the song, at least if you're not dabbing off or sleeping while listening to the song, is the glitch or the cut, which is happening, I think it's around the middle of the track. It is cut in this awkward way and then plastered together, and it's done in a way that kind of sets you off from the rhythm and from the listening experience of the song. For example, if you listen to this in an intuitive way, you might just go straight into the song again, like, whoa, what was that? Did that just happen? I mean, to me, this lo-fi production, this awkward cut, it really doesn't matter that much to me, because obviously these guys are having an approach to lo-fi music in general, so it really doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't put the melody and the song down in such a big way. I mean, you can hear this same mistake on a Kanye West song as well. There's this one song on his album, Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, where there's also this big like glitch or weird cut in one of the songs, and it really doesn't change the song that much. It doesn't make the whole song a lot worse, and it's the same way I feel about this track as well. In general, I didn't feel like this song was that good. I mean, it was good, but it didn't stand out in such a big way. So yeah, Bundt Cakes, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. When it comes to the third track, this is definitely something that I like a whole lot more compared to the second one. It is down-tempo, we have these female vocals coming in, it is very dreamy, it has this psychedelic vibe to it. The melody sounds very daydreamy, it sounds a bit quirky as well, and the fact that the vocals were changed from a guy singing into a girl singing, like primarily, that added a lot of versatility to the song and to the EP, and yeah, it really just fit in perfectly. When I think about the song in general, it's a very static song, it doesn't change that much, but it really doesn't matter because it's a good melody, it's a nice atmosphere to it, and it is short, and that is the reason why I wouldn't give this a low score, because it keeps it short and sweet, and that is what makes the staticness of the song forgivable and doable. The third track, Die Alone, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Fourth track, Husband Pillow, weird name by the way, it's a track that I really didn't like, and I'm gonna skip it for now because I feel like the last two tracks on the record are a lot more memorable. The fifth one, Houseboat, it starts with this dreamy, spacey atmosphere like many of the other songs as well. It has this Mac DeMarco vibe to it. It feels like one of the songs that he could have made. But all of a sudden, like in the middle, or I'm not sure if it was in the middle or during the start of the song, but at some point it actually changes from this dreamy psychedelic state to something much more intensive and driving. It becomes fast-pacing, instrumental. I just love it because it makes this whole song very versatile again. It becomes multicolored and freaky. This song is definitely one of the songs on the tracks that really spiced things up and just stood out, like bam, like that, bam. They managed to create a very versatile, very well-crafted melody and song, and they made it short as well. I love short songs. I don't know what it is with me, but with music like this that are leaning more towards like the standard rock structure, I love it to be a bit short if it's not something extremely unique, of course. So yep, track number 5, Houseboat. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Now, Preoccupy is the 6th and the final song off of this record. When I heard this song, the first impression, the first thoughts that came to my mind were resemblances of Tame Impala or Melody's Echo Chamber. It really sounds a lot like something that these artists and bands could have made. But although slow pulp has a lot of influences and a lot of clear similarities to artists like these, it really doesn't matter because slow pulp are owning these influences. They own it and they make it something of their own. They make it authentic despite of that. They're definitely adding alterations to those fundamental sounds. For example, by introducing this saxophone, which is bathed in different effects. That sounds really unique to me. So yeah, I really appreciated this song, Preoccupied, and many of the other songs on this EP as well. So yeah, I'm gonna give this track a 7 out of 10. So yeah, that's EP2 by Pulp in a nutshell for me. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a total rate of 7 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like to share, explore, and learn about rock music from Bandcamp, then I highly suggest you subscribe by clicking the red subscribe button below. Also, feel free to click the bell icon beside the subscribe button. In that way, you'll always be notified about my new videos. Thank you again for watching, guys. Hope to see you later. Bye. Alright. We are done. We are done. Brofist. I don't know why I like doing that. Does it look like my hand?